Testing, testing. Got the live stream going here. I'm just gonna do a little audio check. Okay, seems to be okay. Sounds good, says Steven. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna do one last check here and then. Oh, it's echoing. That might be on your end, Alan. I think it's. Not sure how. Two versions of it. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. Okay, well, I'll get started in just a second here. I needed to check one last thing. All right. Got the camera working. And let me just take out chat here so I can follow along. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you all for coming. This is the Coffee and Code Teamwork website building workshop. And I'm just going to check our numbers here and make sure we have enough people to get started. If you are listening right now, but you are not in the Discord, please join the Discord. If you check the chat, the YouTube stream chat, at the top, I posted a link to join the UWNet Discord. Audio could be quiet. I can turn that up. I've been messing around with my mic. Let's see. That should be a bit louder. Okay. Let me know if that's still too quiet in chat. But yes, please join the UWNet Discord and join in. Once you're in the Discord, you need to go to the Coffee and Code section. And from in there are a number of CNC tables. And table 1 is full right now, but join table 2, and then we'll be kind of working within those table groups. If there's only like one person in table 2 in a second or something, just when we start working, just everyone split up so it's like an even amount. We don't want anyone working alone. Yeah. So I think there's some people watching that aren't in the Discord, so if you're having troubles joining the Discord, just ask in the chat and I can help you out. But if I think everyone's good, I am going to get started here. So let's see. Make sure we're on the sharing the slides. Yes, we are. Okay, so for starters, a little bit about me. I didn't actually do this on the beginning of term event if you were there for that. So here it is. My name is Robert. I'm a fourth year systems design engineering student. And here are some of my projects I've worked on. I really enjoy coding, and specifically I like making games. So I've made a bunch of different games, usually during what's called a game jam, which is like a short weekend competition where you make a game. And I've had quite a bit of experience with multiple software development co-ops, and I really enjoy teaching new people or introducing new people to software and getting them started on like their journey. And there we go. And a bit about the club, if you don't know what Coffee and Code is, really quick. So this is us on the left in last year kind of time when everyone was together and all that. And then what we've done is we've transferred everything to this Discord, and UWNet is a partnership with the kind of all the techpreneur kind of clubs at U Waterloo. So we're all located here. And what we do is we want you to learn about new coding, and we want to support you with new coding adventures. We also want to hook you up with friends who are like-minded coders or like-minded beginners or something. And most of all, we want you to have fun. So we aren't like super serious, like got to produce the best code ever or anything, like no competitions or anything like that. We just want to help people, work on projects or just have a fun time creating cool things. Okay, check here. There's a question about joining the channel. If you haven't in the Discord, you make sure you go to the top left of the channels and then click on More About You. That channel, you have to react with the coffee icon because the ENT SOC bot, Entrepreneurship Society bot, that will add you to the channels. So make sure you do that. That should help you get joined up in Discord. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Okay, continuing on. Okay, so the schedule. Today, it's not actually going to be 2 hours, it's going to be like 1.5. So I'm around 8:30. I'm doing introduction. We're doing 2 group activities. We're going to be quick about those, but I want you guys to talk with the other people in your table group. You can talk now as well if you, like, I can't hear you, so feel free to trash talk me as much as you want. And we're going to do 2 group activities, which are going to warm you up to start thinking about the internet, and then we're going to do a little break, and then I'm calling it a mini competition, but it's not. Like, we're just gonna make a website together, and I'll show you the basics, but then you're gonna go and try to like build off of that. I'm not going to guide you through every single step. It's about learning how to self-teach yourself. Don't worry, I'll help you with that. So this is the okay, you got the coffee sign. Thank you. Good job. This is going to be the first activity. So if you haven't been to Waterloo, physically at Waterloo, if you're a first year student, well, this is going to be your virtual welcome to all the memes. So part of Waterloo's meme kind of image, I guess, is like we're very innovative and entrepreneurial and all that. So we are beyond innovation, beyond disruption, beyond geese and everything. So this is the prompt. Waterloo has too many geese. So if you've ever been here, there's freaking geese everywhere. And you have tasked by the university to design a solution to reduce the amount of geese on campus, but you can't physically harm them. So you need to talk with your group and come up with an idea. And then the key thing to this is you're going to be using a whiteboard, a shared whiteboard, and I want you guys to draw or drag pictures and draw on it. So in Discord, we're also going to be using this for the workshop. There are text channels. There's general, there's live workshop, there's table 1 and table 2. So I see table 1 and table 2 are both full, which is fantastic. So table 1, I'm going to post a link to a virtual whiteboard that you guys can click on. Actually, wait, hold up. I'm going to delete that. I need to make it shareable first. So I'm going to share 2 whiteboards, and that's going to be one for each table group. And I think someone joined table 3, so I'll also make one for there as well. So table 1, there is the whiteboard in the chat. So once you get the whiteboard, start going in and talk to people about how you can get the geese off campus. So keep note, can't physically harm them, but you don't need to get them out of the city, just off the campus. Okay, I am making another one here for the other table group. Table 2 has a text channel, so please go to the table 2 text channel and open up that one. And we actually don't have a table 3 text channel, so I'm going to make that. And then could someone from table 2 or table 1, one person from each join table 3? Because we don't want to have everyone separated. If not, I can help with that in a second. Fantastic. Okay, that's perfect. Good split. Thank you, guys. Or, yeah, perfect. Jazz Lettuce. Great name. Okay, table 3, I got the board coming. Boom. So, Steven has asked me a question in chat. So for I didn't do the introduction yet, but Steven, who's in our YouTube chat as well as his Discord name is Stuvin, like a bunch of O's. He's one of the Coffee and Code helpers, so he's gonna be moving around. And Steven, if you want to just stay on the table 3 for now, that would be great. Feel free to move around and check other people. I can allow you to join channels if it's full. And yes, I should set a timer. So you have 5 minutes, and afterwards, I will take a look and see which one is the best. So, all right, we'll say 4 minutes now because you already had some time. And ask any questions if you have like clarifications or anything in the chat. So, okay, I got my phone here. Oh, that's 99 hours. There, time start. Okay. Good luck. Oh, and during like coding time, I'm going to turn on this beautiful overlay, and I will turn off my cam or my microphone. time. That was actually a little longer than whatever I said, 4 minutes. But wanted to make sure everyone got something here. So I'm not sure if table 2 got a drawing down, but I'm sure you have some great conceptual ideas. But we're gonna move on here. So post any pictures of your thing in the live workshop, and optionally, if you want to pitch your idea, I'm going to join the where is it here? The Ask Us a Question channel, and I'm gonna start with table 1, and I'm gonna open up your little whiteboard, and if you want to talk about it, then please join that channel and start talking. Just make sure to mute your stream audio because you might kind of get like echoing and stuff. So anyone from group 1 can join it. If not, then I'm just going to talk about it and I will comment on your skills. So let me just switch the screen here to Chrome. Okay. I see you guys are still drawing. So let's take a look. Let's analyze their idea. So the goal was to not physically harm geese, but get them off UWaterloo. So if I can analyze this here. All right, I see Russia, and I see bread, and I see egg. The egg is extremely large, and this is a trap. So I'm going to guess that you put the egg and the bread inside the trap, which everyone knows it's their favorite food, right? And then they go inside the trap, and the trap closes somehow, whatever this trap is made out of. It looks kind of like a top down of a football field, but that's okay. I'm going to assume it's a barred cage from the side. The Uvu trap. And then that trap is actually located on a boat, and the boat's going to be automatically sent to Russia. So that's a little excessive for the get off campus, but I think that'll work. Oh, Alan is here to explain. Alan, would you like to explain a little bit?
Yeah. So basically what happens is, you know what geese like, right? They like bread. So we put the bread inside of the trap. The trap is one of those like trapdoors ones where you go in, eat, and it closes, but just not to like harm them and not to like panic, which causes them to fly all over the place. We put a little sedative in the bread, which knocks them out, and we pack them all on a ship and push them all to Russia. That way they can't fly backward. Because it's too far.
It's too far to fly. That is true. I don't think geese can fly that far. Sweet. So I did have my analysis correct. Good drawing skills. And even the steps and everything. It's amazing. Okay. I'm going to go to the next. Fantastic work. Thank you. All right. Table 2. Everyone's so good at drawing geese. I love this. Is my favorite one, I think, so far. Just the minimal Russian doll geese. All right, if anyone from table 2 wants to come into the chat, feel free, but I'm just going to start talking here. Okay, so I see what appears to be a geese hotel. I like how you attempted cursive with the mouse drawing. Must have been impossible. It's quite impressive. Is that like just like a regular hotel, or is this like, a hotel with a little something extra? I'm not sure. And I can only imagine this is a building with I either think it's pond or building, and this is the geese inside of it. And I hope this is located off campus, because then, if it's on campus, then the geese are going to go to it on campus. But maybe I'll come back after if you want to keep drawing. I'm going to go to 3 now. Oh, actually, there's a bit of delay. I will wait 1 sec for 3 if anyone wants to come in and explain the beautiful drawing. This is amazing. You guys added so much. Okay, so I was actually watching and contributing the tears to this one. So that's a goose, apparently. And they...
So...
oh, perfect. Please explain.
I was in group 3, and the idea behind this is that we're not allowed to physically harm the geese. but we are allowed to emotionally harm the geese. So we're going to insult them until they decide to leave the campus, and that way we'll be able to get rid of them without hurting them physically, but by damaging them emotionally. So we have some example insults that we could hurl at them, like dumb penguin or Mr. Lame, or calling them
Mr. Lame.
discount and things like that.
That's very, very clever. I've been waiting for someone to do the emotional aspect of it. We ran this workshop earlier and no one did that. And I'm like, come on, geese have feelings. We need to destroy those feelings. So great work.
I personally think it's going to be really effective,
Exactly.
and I'm
100%
excited.
on board with you.
All right, I'm gonna check back on Tube really quick. They've added some lines, and that's I'm gonna assume that's water, and then I think that's a good job with water and reflection. And if it's not water, I apologize. Okay, for sake of time, we gotta keep going. So thank you for drawing. I'm going to leave this Discord thing so we don't get random people, you know, rating it. Okay, then let me switch back over to the presentation, and there's my beautiful face once again. Hello. Checking chat here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Try to keep it on time here. We're bam. Next. Okay, this one we won't spend that much either. Because I want to get to the next. I want to get to the actual coding, but this is not as joke and meme worthy, but actually a little educational, which is, you know, for once, right? I call it "How do you internet?" And your task is to explain as many steps as you can involved when you type in your browse. I meant to say in your browser, and you go to https://google.com. I want you to think about your computer, the internet, Google servers, and you can use the internet and stuff. I say 15-ish minutes. I'm gonna maybe make that a bit shorter. Sorry for some background noise. I have a roommate who's getting into a heated gaming session. Anyway, I want you to continue using the whiteboard, and you can like try to paste pictures from the internet. If you don't want to use the whiteboard, that's okay. That way I can just go in and check it out. Again, for this one, if you don't feel like presenting or you don't really have anything, don't worry about it. If you do want to present something at the end, then I'll go around and do the same thing. But feel free, or please try to think, okay, when I type in Google, you can even think like the hardware. There's the keyboard, like you're pressing buttons, electrical pulses are going into the keyboard. How does the computer process that? What's the internet? Like how does it connect to the internet? And then how do you get like the displaying of the Google logo and then like the buttons and all that? So you can go in as much detail as you want, and you can include as many different components as you want. And obviously you're not going to get it all because it's like 10 minutes to get like this huge thing. So try your best. You can start broad and then just start okay, high level, and then get more detail. Or you can start really, really detailed and only get like a little bit at the beginning. So up to you. 10 to 15 minutes. Try to use the whiteboards again. And good luck. I will come around. I'll come around and try to help out here. Oops. There. Okay. Good luck. 40 seconds left. If you are done and you're in table 1, feel free to join the ask us a question thing. I'll be there in a second. If you want to present, you don't have to. Ten seconds. You're gonna hear the timer go off. Ready? That is time. I need a better timer sound. I will get the Smash Bros. Time sound next time. So make sure to remind me to do that. Okay. Turning off the coding time pause. Going to the next slide. Optionals. Time to present. Again, if you want to post pictures in the live workshop channel, feel free. If you have a particularly beautiful drawing that you feel very proud about, I would love to see it, immortalized in our Discord here. Okay, I'm joining Ask Us a Question, and I will be looking at the table 1. So if anyone from table 1 wants to come over, I see Alan has joined. Hello. Not yet. You're getting a little bit. There we go. I was showing the behind the scenes there for a second. Okay, I am looking at the drawing now. Please. Oh, sorry, wait, I didn't have you on audio there. You should be good now. But yes,
Yeah.
Gotta use your big brain for the
Yeah.
synapses.
So you want to like restart again because audio wasn't on, or?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So after you start typing on your keyboard, what happens with the keyboard is when you press down, it sends a signal by a connection to your motherboard, which then relays that to your monitor or whatever visual system that you're using, which gets you to input the result of H or something like that, right? And then there's some API calls towards school servers in which you get the autofill results, and that basically you repeat that process until you get to whatever you want, and then you press enter. Then you're doing another API call to Google servers to get the like actual search page for internet searching. And when you click on a link, you're actually just directed to another one of the web pages using the link, I believe. And also, I believe Stephen brought up a good point about like when you're actually trying to access like sort of Google or something like that. You access it through like a DNS server, which just tells you exactly what the IP and where you're accessing it from.
Fantastic. That's very well done. Holy crap. Best one I've seen to date. Can we top that? Let's find out. All right, group 2. Thank you, Alan. If you could go back to your table, your virtual table. I'm going to go to group 2. So if group 2, if anyone feels like coming over here, oh, I love it. This is really something. I will wait a little bit. Oh, you have some text here that's going to be useful. If you want to join. If not, I will try to interpret it. And I'm going to give the answer.
I will wait a little bit. You have some text here that's going to be useful.
Hello?
If you want to join. If not, I will.
Oh, I got a bit of echo. Can you mute the stream? And then try talking again? Any? Okay, I think that works. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay.
What's really important is in the comments, If you scroll.
Oh, wait. We're getting echo. You need to mute the YouTube stream. Once you do that, then let me know. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I think so.
Basically, what's important is in the comments. It's not the drawing itself. It's on the right. Well, we start by turning on the PC. We connect it to the router, and then, well, the other team covered most of it. But in this web search bar, we write the link of Google. We type it in the search, and the computer will send a request to Google servers. The Google supercomputers will look for the right server among many servers, and the servers will send back the adequate website if the link is correct.
Nice. I like how you mentioned Google supercomputers.
Yep.
This drawing is also incredible. I mean, nothing's wrong there. Obviously, don't have time to get everything, but that's really good. Nice work. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll go to 3 here. If anyone from 3 wants to come in, I see some. This is true. Internet Explorer is king. If you want to join, or when you join this chat, yeah, just make sure to mute the stream, the YouTube stream. Okay. Hello. Would you care to explain?
Hey, yeah. So it's pretty simple. Just went through a bunch of the steps. Click on the browser icon, best browser obviously. Wait for it to load. The browser opens up. You move the mouse to the URL bar. You click in the URL bar. You type in the URL, and you can divide that step into entering the individual characters. Then you can divide those steps into like the ASCII table references and like the individual blah blah blah. But you type in the URL. You click the enter button. We didn't really know exactly how the search engines actually worked. Presumably they would see the HTTPS and like recognize that it's secure. It does its internet magic, and then because we typed in google.com, it just returns its own browser. So nothing happens in the end.
Fantastic. Yeah, that is, well, I mean, the magic stuff, I like that. That's a good way to kind of cover things that you're not positive about. But thank you. Okay, that was good. Good work. I will cover what I call the answer, but it's not really the answer. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. Okay, all right, we're back. So, that was awesome. Everyone actually had something. That's incredible. Okay, so presentation. I'm gonna keep it rolling here. All right, is this right? Yes. I took a screenshot of group 1 because I liked the pictures. And group 2 and 3, I'm sorry, there's not as many pictures, so I didn't want to take a screenshot of it, but you also did a great job. Obviously, this activity is more, suited for text, so no problem. Anyway, especially on that whiteboard. This is my explanation for it. There's like a million little steps in between. As you saw with group 1, they talked about the hardware and stuff. Everyone was doing a job with contacting Google servers. Honestly, I didn't know how the internet worked when I first started coding, and I didn't even know what a server was. Kind of just thought the whole thing was internet magic. So this is how it actually works. I mean, more or less. You have hardware, so you type in. You have to type stuff into your browser. The browser is the software on your computer that is designed to interact with the internet. And for our cases, or for our purposes, I'm going to simplify a lot of the internet connection stuff. But what I find is quite useful is if you understand what a modem is. And a modem is one of the devices usually in your house, and it's not a router. It's actually kind of like the next step down. More routers are closer to your computer versus the internet. So a modem actually takes your information, digital information like the browser address thing, and converts it for the telephone line usage. And the majority of internet stuff goes on the telephone lines, which I thought was crazy. And that's just because like telephone lines are this infrastructure that exists already, and like might as well use them. You can send electrical signals. Nowadays, there's different other like lines and stuff like fiber cables and whatnot, which don't use telephone lines, but traditionally it's telephone lines. So with a telephone line, you can send signals anywhere in the world because telephone lines go everywhere. And what you need to do is you need to find the Google's computer, which is called a server, and they have all of the Google website information on it. So people like had the pictures of the Google servers or like the supercomputers. Those are physical objects, and they're located somewhere on the planet, most likely close to you, somewhere in the U.S. So what you have to do is you have to locate them, and if there's a big network of telephone wires and all that, like how do you get there? Well, there's this thing called IP address, which you might have heard before, which is like a string of numbers. People had them on their slides. It looks like this. The X's you can replace with other numbers, but we didn't type that in. We typed in words or letters and stuff. Google.com is a URL, which what you do with that is you send it to a DNS server, domain name system. They have this like big mapping table of like these words to these numbers, and instead of typing the number because it's hard to remember, you type the word Google and then you ask the person, okay, so which IP address is this associated with? They send it back to you. So this is a request, and then you request for it and they respond with it. That's over the internet, like over the telephone wires. This is another physical computer somewhere else. Then now you have the IP address, you ask Google's web server, which is called foobar right now, but imagine this is Google. Then they return, you ask Google, okay, I want your web page, and they return all the information, so all of the code, the HTML, CSS, the JavaScript, all the stuff that goes into displaying a web page, and they return that to your computer, and then your browser displays it. So that is the simple explanation, and gives you the background for when you're like making a website. You understand what's actually happening. Okay, so that was all the intro stuff. I mean, it's like half the workshop. It's not the intro stuff. It is equally as important because it helps you understand internet and get comfortable with all the Discord stuff. So now for the real deal, and we're going to make a website. Not just any website. It's going to be using this website called glitch.com. So as you can see, the internet's quite complicated, as I was going over, and we don't have enough time, nor if you're a beginner, like you don't want to learn this stuff from scratch. It's overly complicated. But it's nice that a bunch of people have made services to kind of simplify things for you. One of them being glitch.com. So Glitch is a website which allows you to create online web like programs, and one of them can be a website. So if you go to glitch.com, what's the next slide here? Yeah, okay, I'm going to do a little, we're going to go over here to Glitch really quick. Okay, switch the stream, and I got to find my tab. That's the slides. Okay, so I'm going to post it in the live workshop, and oops, not that. Please go to that, and you don't need an account. That's the best thing. No one likes making accounts. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, so you can just like get started, I think. Wait, yes, get started. Hello web page. You can make other things, but we're making a website today. You click this, and loading. Bam, you have a website, and it's hosted. So you don't have to deal with all of this DNS garbage. And all that complicated hosting and like the servers, like where's the computer located? How do people contact you? Glitch handles all of that for you. They cover everything. It is really pog. You're correct, Alan. Okay. The downside is that the URL they give you is one of those like weird kind of custom like Glitch type URLs. So if you click, this is like the home page you get. This is the editor, so now we can edit the website. If you click show and you go in new window, it gives you the URL, and this is a URL that anyone in the world can access. So it's like a proper URL, and this is the web page. So this is your first website. Congrats, you made a website by clicking on one button. And today I'm gonna task you with, I task you with a task to let's see what it is. Let me switch back. I need to practice my transition so I can make the oops, that's Chrome. like the build up, like the more exciting. Anyway, the task or the goal is to create a website with a link to another website in your group. So what that means is on your website, it needs to have a link that you can click, and then when you click it, it opens up someone else's website that's in your table group. So we have this like big like circular like table group maze of websites. I'm going to give you a demo of what I'm talking about in case that doesn't make sense. So I made this demo here. Now, the mini competition, which as I mentioned earlier, is that I want you to make your link, like how to click the link, as creative as possible. I will cover, depending on your skill level, you're going to want to tackle different things, and I will talk about that after. But if you're kind of have some experience coding, I recommend, challenging yourself with some creative ideas. So this is my demo. I say, can you find a link? I have some, I was just I was demonstrating HTML stuff, so there's a button here. Let me press it. Now, this is actually a bait. If you click this, it just takes you to glitch.com. So don't click that. You press it again, or actually over here randomly. It's a secret button. That's poor design, I know. And you click it again, and you keep clicking these secret buttons until you get a super secret button. And when you click the super secret button, that takes you to the other person's website, which is actually just my website. I made two. It was sad. No friends. I'm just kidding. It was demo purposes. Now this is a bit of above and beyond kind of demo. This is using a library called Three.js, and I actually just ripped their demo thing. So it wasn't that hard to make. But if you want to do this, I expect you to understand what you made. So I will ask you questions if you do something complicated. So don't just copy paste mindlessly like me. Just kidding. I actually understand how this works. So this is a 3D game essentially, and it's not just a game though. I still am doing the task correctly. You have to find this red box. I can also jump. I think there's physics. Oh no, there's not. All right, no physics. Just kind of box physics. Anyway, it's coded really poorly, but I think it should work. If I go up to a red box and you click it, it takes you back. The red box is the link, so it takes you back to the other original website. So, let's check in chat here, make sure we're good. Yes, okay. Back to the task. You have to make a website like that, and that's your task. If you have confidence in your ability with some HTML stuff, you can just go ahead and JavaScript, go ahead and start working. If you are brand new to coding and you're like, holy crap, how does any of this work? I don't know where to start. I will show you the steps of how to get the very basic version of this. If you are intermediate or beginner, you want to take a look at this as the kind of guidelines here. So oftentimes with web development, you'll hear about 3 languages. I'm going to call them languages, coding languages, just for simplicity. One of them is HTML, then it's JavaScript, and then it's CSS. Just remember, HTML gives you the content, which is the words and kind of the structure of everything. JavaScript gives you functionality, so if you want, this 3D game kind of thing. Oh, it's stuck. Then, or buttons kind of popping in and out, that's functionality. It's things are changing. JavaScript. If you want style to make it look better, because this looks like garbage, you need CSS. So clearly I only made it to step 2. But today I want you to start step 1, and then, if you're brand new to coding, you probably won't get to step 2. That's okay. If you know coding, you could stay at step 2 and just get really deep into step 2, and then if you really want to polish it off, you can get into some CSS stuff. But we have another helper here today, actually. So if you're experienced with coding, I challenge you to make something unique and creative with trying to get the other link. And if you're stuck or kind of you have an idea, for example, you have this oh, I want to just make a 3D game. How do I do that? You can ask me. If you shoot me a message on Discord, it's easier because I might not be in a voice channel. Or you can ask Steven, who's Stoven in Discord, or you can ask Michael, who has properly set his nickname. I'm looking at you, Steven. Michael is also one of the Coffee and Code helpers and an experienced coder. Putting you on the spot, Michael, see how good your front-end skills are, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, I'm going to say 30 minutes right now, and then we're going to do some demos. So go get started, and if you are new, then please stick around. I will cover the basics of some HTML and stuff, so that you can get going. And if you experience, you may want to mute the stream. I will type in chat when in the Discord chat when we're back on the demoing. But remember, you have to link to someone else in your table group. So it means you can post your websites to the group. And please, if you're stuck on something or you have a question, just like ask in your table group and say, does anyone know how to make a button? And then hopefully, someone knows. If they don't know, then you can ask one of the helpers. Okay, I think everything is good. So let's get on to the beginner focused demo. So this is also if you don't know how Glitch works. It's pretty simple, but you should be fine if you're experienced. Okay, so this is Glitch. This should take about 10 minutes, not too long. I'm only going to focus on HTML. And if you have any questions, just put them in the Discord live workshop chat or the YouTube chat, because it might be confusing. So I'm only going to focus on the HTML because you only actually need HTML to get a functional website. You don't need JavaScript or CSS. Okay, so thankfully things aren't terribly complicated, and Glitch or websites in general, they nicely split up HTML, CSS, and JavaScript into 3 files. So on the left here, let's make sure yeah, we're good. Okay, on the left here, you can see there's a bunch of items. So there's assets. There's this .env stands for environment, or environment variables, I guess. I'm not sure if the V is variables or environment. Anyway, there's a README, index, .html, script.js, and style.css. So assets is images and stuff. This is how Glitch handles images, so don't worry about that right now. We're not at the level of images, so we're going to ignore that. Environment variables, this is much higher kind of skill level stuff, so don't worry about that either. The defaults are fine. readme.md, once you kind of see more software projects, every single software project or something should have a readme, and you should read it as at least a little bit. And .md stands for markdown. It's like a way to format text, so it's not actually code. It's just like a way to format text. So .txt or .doc is like a text file. It's the same thing, just different format. So if you read it, it tells you kind of what I'm talking about. We're going to stick in the HTML file. There's a JavaScript file, which has some stuff in it, and a CSS file, which also has some stuff. Don't worry about that. We'll learn that, maybe later down the line. But the HTML file is our focus, and it has the most stuff in it. And that's because HTML is the content and the structure of our website. It is the most important part. So let's go through line by line. So if you've never coded before, computers, when they take a look at code is just a list of lines of words and instructions. They go through it line by line. And HTML is slightly different in that it's more of a language that gives you structure rather than functionality. But the going line by line still applies, and it works quite well to understand it. So I recommend still using that. It's going to be quite a few things that you're just going to have to accept that you need it, but we'll get to that. So for starters, let's actually take a look at what we have. So it's important to understand the difference between your code that you're writing and your actual end product that you create, so the website. So this is the code, and this is the website. So look at this and say, okay, white background, it says hi there, and it's big, and then it says I'm your cool new web page made with Glitch, and this is a link. So kind of just keep track of that. Remember that. So we can try to look out for those bits, especially the words. Okay, starting from the top, it says doc type HTML. All that signifies, don't worry about the symbols. It's just kind of convention, or not convention, it's a requirement. It's telling us it's an HTML file. So that's just a requirement for code. Okay, now if you look at the next line, everything has these triangle brackets. I'm not sure the actual name, but triangle brackets. Those are key to HTML, and what those define it's what's called a tag. So thankfully, everything's color-coded, and I hope you're not I'm completely colorblind because it would make things a little more challenging. But the blue here is the name of the tag. And you can see the triangle brackets are also blue. So that is the tag. And we call this thing an HTML tag. This is a head tag and it's a meta tag. What tags do, they signify the content that is inside of it, or they signify, they kind of signal to the computer that this is what this is. So most tags have an end tag. So if you think about brackets like a math equation, everything inside the brackets is like you do kind of like everything in there, and then it's order of operations kind of stuff. So the brackets like surround your inner stuff. This is the same thing with tags. Tags have an opening and a closing most of the time. Sometimes they don't. And if you see down here, there's this other HTML thing. And actually, if you notice, there's like this like forward slash. The forward slash for the HTML, that's the closing tag. So this is opening tag for HTML, closing tag. And inside the opening tag, you can see there's this lang equals n. So what this is saying is giving some options for the tag. So a tag, it's signifying everything inside here, because that's like brackets is surrounding it, is HTML. And the language is English. That's like an option. So you can, if you don't, like, how would you ever know to write the word lang instead of language? If you can always look up HTML tag. Well, this might not work great. Yeah, it does work. Okay. And it tells you what it is, and it gives you some of like the details and stuff in the options. So get used to Googling tags, because sometimes you forget. Okay, we're gonna move along, and if you see a tag, you can see there's a head tag, there's a closing head tag, so everything in here must be something to do with a head. If you see here is a body, that makes sense, like your head and your body, right, like a person. And what it actually is the head tag isn't displayed. Hold on for a second. Okay, I'm gonna say ignore meta tags. They just provide some like device information or like some other metadata, which is like data about this website. So ignore those. They don't have ending tags, but this is usually when you make a website, these are made default for you, so don't worry about them. Okay, this is the first cool tag. It says title. Okay, so that means everything in here is going to be the title of our website, I guess. It says hello. Okay, if we go back to our website, we see, okay, wait, it doesn't say hello anywhere. What? If our title is supposed to be hello, where is it? If you notice, it's actually at the top here. And that's kind of where like the head is. The head is up here of like the website. If you want to imagine, up here's the head. And it turns out that if you look at the body tag, that's the actual web page, not the tab kind of information. So using that, it'll help you kind of compartmentalize how the website's made. Okay, so I'm going to skip these two. We're going to exit the head because now we want to see, okay, what's the body? And we notice it's a tag that says H1. And then inside, it says hi there. And I remember back, it says hi there here. So this is signifying that the text hi there is of an H1 type. So it's using the tag, right? I'm like, what the heck is H1? I don't know. H1 tag, HTML. Let's Google it. So when you are practicing web dev, you're gonna run into a million things you don't know, like all the time. Like I still run into things I don't know. Just Google it, and you'll find a nice simple explanation. H1 to H6, what is it? There are 6 times tags. These are defined HTML headings. Okay. So it's the headings, like a document has like headings 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it is, and that's why it's big, because it's a heading. It automatically makes it big. Okay, that makes perfect sense. All right, there's a P tag, and there's some text in here, and then we saw that text here. I'm like, okay, so what? I see that it's signifying this is P, but what does P tag actually mean? So it turns out it stands for paragraph. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, paragraph. And what a paragraph is like you put, like when you write an essay, you put like content, like words in a paragraph, but usually it's quite a few words. So this isn't a heading anymore, this is a paragraph. Pretty simple. You just type your text in, and if you notice, the P tag surrounds this line 20, but there's another tag in here, a tag. So that means you can nest tags, which we have seen with the body. But you can nest tags as much as you want, doesn't matter. It's like brackets, you can just keep going. But what's the a tag? A tag, I actually don't know what it stands for. I know what it does. I don't know why it's A. Okay, well, this one's, not the easiest thing to remember. A stands for hyperlink. That's how you spell hyperlink with an A at the beginning. Hyperlink, if you don't know, a hyperlink is just a link on a website. So like this blue, or it's purple now, it's called a hyperlink. So the A tag signifies that everything inside here is going to be a link. So that's why it has this like text, like the usual blue, purpley link text. And if you remember our activity all the way back, like when we were talking about, we have to make a website with a link to another group. So take note of the A tag. Okay, so that's a tag. And then if you think about a link, what does a link do? It takes you to a website. But this text here just says glitch. But the website is actually glitch.com. More specifically, https:// glitch.com. So how does the website know to go there? Well, you have to signify where you want to go. This is href, not href. I mean, you could say ahref if you wanted to. What is it? Hyperlink reference. There you go. So see, everything is always shortened in coding because we're lazy, I guess, and I can never remember the stupid shortenings. Anyway, this tells the computer where you want to go. So just like math, equals. So the reference is going to be equal to this value. And then you can see the quotations. Actually, if you notice up here, the English is in quotations as well. The reason why we use quotations, it's called string, is because you need to tell the computer that this is like a set value that you can use. Because if you notice, like these triangle, like the triangle brackets and all that, like the computer is trying to figure out, oh, it's talking about a p tag because there's two triangles and a p in the middle. To avoid any confusion for the computer, when you're like signifying kind of information for it to use, specifically like we call it a variable, you put it in quotes so it knows that, okay, don't like try to read this. This isn't HTML. I know it's a string. It's not HTML. Okay, so when you click glitch, it goes to glitch. Boom. Okay, and this, we're gonna ignore this because that's just a button at the bottom. I don't know. Oh, it's over here. This is the glitch button. They add that automatically. You can delete that, but that one's overly complicated. Okay, so knowing that this is a p tag and this is an a tag, and you can set your own link, you should have enough information now to make a website and have it link to someone else's website. So go try that. And then my suggestion for next step is try to do the exact same thing, but use a button instead. Okay, so step 1, try with this. Step 2, try to figure out how to use a button in HTML. So starting point would be to Google HTML button. And I will leave this up for now, I guess. So go at it. And timer is on for everyone else. If you have any questions, just at me. Okay, good. No questions so far. Discord message me is good too. Okay, I'm going to go one-on-one help. So good luck. Hello. Okay, I'm back here. For people who know JavaScript, don't feel free to continue making cool stuff. But if you don't know JavaScript and you just did the HTML stuff, we only have a little bit of time left, but we're going to do some JavaScript. I'm going to put in chat here. Doing a quick JavaScript explanation on the stream. If you want to join. Sorry, my loud ass keyboard. One other thing, I'm going to post some links to some really good tutorials. Where are they? Here we go. Also, I meant to send this earlier, I forgot. Is that correct? What the heck? That is incorrect. Hold on. I'm posting it in the Discord here. I'm gonna fix the formatting. This is the W3 schools, which I was showing when I was Googling stuff. But their tutorials are very, very good because they give you just the basics and nothing else. So a lot of other tutorials kind of are hard to manage because they give you like way too much information. Where did my screen go? What the? All right, I'm gonna fix that. Sorry. Firefox. Nope, that's our chat. That's the live stream. Sick. Oh, it's because I closed the tab? Is that what happened? No, it's here. Sorry. There it is. Okay. JavaScript. Let's go really quick. Okay, if you have the HTML thing done, I want you guys to add some JavaScript. And if you don't know coding at all, we're going to do this really, really fast. Okay, JavaScript is functionality for your website. Quick tip, if you want to learn how other websites are made, you can right-click on your browser and click Inspect Element. That'll bring up this crazy debugger tool. You don't really need to worry about this stuff on the right here. You can just look at this HTML. So you can actually see the structure of the HTML. And if you notice, it matches up exactly what we had. There's a p tag, which you can kind of open it, which is nice. And inside, you can see that I'm your cool new web page. And yeah, that's what we had here. Fun fact, you can edit this. So whenever you need to like take a screenshot of your grades to your parents or something, just edit your grades using HTML. They'll never know. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this before. I got 100%, Mom. That's 105. Boom. It fixes it. So that's how you cheat your screenshots. But what else is here is this console. And it says hi. Hello, console. What this is actually, this is the HTML inspector. So you look at HTML. This is the JavaScript console. You can look at JavaScript code. Now, we look at the JavaScript. It says console.log hi. That makes sense. We just logged to the console the word hi. It even says here. JavaScript is different than HTML because it's not about structure, it's about functionality. So this is structure, there's always like tags and crap, and you write your text in it and it just shows up, right? JavaScript isn't like that. It's more like it's like a scripting language, which means the computer processes it line by line. And when it actually does that is when you load the web page. So if you press F5 to reload it, it runs this file. So it goes from top to bottom and executes all of these commands. So what we're going to do here real fast is I'm going to Google we're doing HTML button. Okay, we're not going to do the link for this, but I'm going to show you how a button works. So this is W3 Schools again, and I just Googled HTML button because I know a button exists and I need to get it. So we are going to, actually, let's do example. Oh wait, is this what I want? I think so. No. Yep. All right, if you add an example to your search, usually helps. And I want the on-click. How to create text buttons. Okay, we'll just do this one. It's fine. Okay, if you notice, the HTML tag is there as per usual. So let's just copy paste it. All right, let's just see what happens. I encourage you when you do new things just to try it out and see what happens. Okay, so keep in mind, this isn't JavaScript code. This is HTML code. We know why we know because it says that up here, and also it's these triangle brackets. JavaScript does not use those. Let's just put it here. Go to our website. Oh, there's a button. It says click me. Oh, we can click it. Nothing happens because if you think about it, a button is like structural. It's a structure, but functionality is in JavaScript. So now we have to think, okay, we need JavaScript code to do something. Now, let's see if it's written here. I don't think so. There's supposed to be another tutorial. Okay, I'll just give you the answer. So if you go find like a button click tutorial, you'll find this as well. But the keyword you're trying to look for is HTML button on click function. So this is the example. So this is the on click event. Now I'm going to copy this button. You notice how it's still a button tag, but it has this new parameter. So we know that's like an option based on our previous knowledge. Again, this is HTML code. There. Now it says on click equals my function, and then there's these two brackets here. Now what this is saying, this is an option because we know like href. This is a variable, a string, and it's called my function. This a button is special because if you have an on-click option set on it, what it does right now, it calls JavaScript function. So it goes to JavaScript and it does something. That's what that means. And what it does is it goes to the word my function and it runs the code inside there. So when I click it, sorry, I'm bouncing around a lot here. When I click it, it gives me an error because my function is not defined, which makes sense because when we go to JavaScript land, the JavaScript file, there's no function here. So what we have to do is, oops, I just closed my window. In the example, there it is. Here. In the example down here, there is some JavaScript here. You can actually write JavaScript in the HTML file by surrounding it with this script tag. So if you surround something on a script tag, it basically means everything inside is as if you put it in the JavaScript file. So ignoring that, you don't need to know that, just if you're confused. Let's copy this code into JavaScript. Zoom in a little bit. Probably should have zoomed in earlier, sorry. Anyway, we notice it says my function. Our HTML thing, it said my function. Those are the same word name. The computer will like go to this on click, you click it, it goes to JavaScript. It finds the thing, the function called my function. A function is just like a subset of actions that can be executed whenever you want, and you execute it by calling its name. And so you can see we use brackets again, just like how HTML tags kind of are like brackets. We actually just use brackets in JavaScript to define everything that should happen when the function is called. So you click the button, it checks this, and it says, oh, find the function called my function in JavaScript. Okay, here's function, it's called my function, perfect. And actually, these are required. Just every function needs to have the parentheses. We won't have time to cover the details of that, but it is to pass values in. If you practice, it'll make sense. But you just need it for now, so it's convention, or not convention, it's required. So just memorize it. But we can see what's here. Okay, so this is quite a complicated thing, but we can go step by step. Want to stay on time, so I won't go into all the details, but what you can do is you can actually just Google each one of these things. So like, what did that say? I already forgot. Document dot get element by ID. So if you just look up JavaScript document get element by ID, and then you can get an explanation for it, get the element with a specified ID. So this document is actually talking about your file, like your HTML file. This is a predefined like special word that means the HTML file. Get element by ID. Okay, so now we're requesting for an element by a certain ID. It's called demo. Okay, sure. And then we set, we're gonna do style, color is red. So this is a bunch of specifiers, essentially. So we just follow the, like, read it out, like, okay, the document, get element ID. Oh, that's the timer. Style, color. So it is the color is the style for the element, which we got by ID from the document. You can do it backwards too. Is equal to red. Okay, so wait, what's ID? We haven't talked about that yet. ID is actually just a attribute you can add here. And that's the ID. And it's demo. So now we know it's matched up. Demo, this is demo. We can set the style. So HTML has, like, you notice, like, this, there's a color here. We can set that color, and it's specified by the style color. And then red, the computer knows all the basic colors, so you don't need to specify the mathematical, like, RGB values for it. You just say red. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Well, in fact, it doesn't actually change color. So it's because the, wait, did I refresh properly? Oh, it is work. Okay, good. I was gonna say the button doesn't actually change color. It's the text inside the button, and that's just because the style is talking about the text. This specific style is talking about text. So if you want to give it a shot, put a button in your website as well. We are kind of coming up on time. I want to go and demo kind of all the websites really quick. I won't have people, like, talk about them because that'll take too long. But I hope you got, you know, the basic kind of functionality done, or you learned something new. And I know everything went really, really fast, but I encourage you to continue, you know, practicing some glitch stuff. Make an account, save this website, and see if you can build on it. See if you can actually make something, you know, that, like, looks good or is functional. Or, you know, add some images, add some videos. Try to put, you can even make a portfolio on the site if you wanted to. So I encourage you to keep practicing with this glitch site and just see what you can do. And again, check out the tutorials that I posted here. Those will give you kind of, like, tools to go practice stuff. So I encourage you, just, like, don't just, like, follow a video. Like, just try to think of, like, your own things. It's a lot more fun, and you learn a lot better. And again, just, like, there's, like, a million tutorials for this stuff online. So find a tutorial to learn the basics, and then when you have the basics, you know, tutorials are long and slow and boring. So just go start building your own stuff, and then Google every step of the way to try to understand. And then, you know, maybe you don't understand right away, like, if this doesn't make sense to you, but you understand that it changes the text to red, that's fine. You can just use it, and you don't have to understand every element of it. Okay. That is it for the, like, working part, but I would like everyone to post your website in the live workshop. Please post your website here. And I will give a shout out to the winner, I guess. Well, I'll pick my favorite. There's no prize. Well, bragging rights, I guess, and a firm virtual handshake from me. Please post them there, and I'll go through them right now. Okay, here they come. This is gonna open in Chrome. I need to switch to Chrome. Okay. Going over to Chrome land. I was looking at YouTube stuff. Okay, Alan is first. That. Oh no, it didn't autoplay. Oh, that might be me actually. Hold on. There we go. Oh wait, you don't have the audio. All right. So, okay, I see there's something down here. Wait, this might be illegal. I don't know if I can play this. I'm breaking some stream, kind of something there. I'm just gonna mute this tab. So he told me that you have to wait. It does autoplay. Sorry, I actually have a blocker, so I think that might have stopped it from autoplaying. I will come back to that when it's finished. Oh, something's broken. Anyway, that's cool. There's a button here. I don't want to click it yet. I will wait. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Luke. Also got some videos in here. Nice. Good. You guys have like taken the most popular YouTube videos and put them in. That is I don't know if that counts as creativity. This is cool though. This is a cool image. Click the picture. Wow, nice. Was it Dorji's website? Okay, sweet. Which is the next person on the list. Nice. Okay, go to Anita's webpage. And it also works. And we have this awesome recursion be like image, which is really creepy. Boo. Oh, there you go. Scary website. This web page is made with "Don't touch me." That's what's going on here. That's interesting. I'm gonna click this. Oh, you got the button to go to the link. Nice. Good work. I was gonna do that in the demo, but I was like, oh wait, that requires a lot more explanation than I thought. Fantastic. Okay, was this done? No. Yeah, our channel's actually gonna get banned for playing this. Anyway, next. Sweet. We got a cool wolf. Oh, that's like it's like made out of like light. That's sweet. Okay, nice image. Good choice. Good choice of image. Next steps, you gotta work on, getting the style right. But I mean, obviously only a certain amount of time. Check out the other website. Click. Oh, it works. Nice. You got it. Michael has also posted his, I assume. This goes to Kevin's website. Wait. Oh no. It's one of these things. I can't click it. That's pretty good. See. You just gotta work on the. Okay, come on. Alright. So this is what you can do if you're annoyed by stupid websites. You can edit it, and we can actually. Oh, I can't. Can I select it? Oh, I can't. And you can edit the code, so I can just delete his code that causes it to move, and that should fix it. So I can go to. No, it does. What? Oh, because it's already loaded. Okay, whatever. We go to the link from the code. So all the code's in here. You did successfully actually put a link. Nice. This is, I think, Kevin's old webs. Oh, there's a Kevin here. I was thinking of a Kevin on part of our team. No, this is a Kevin in the workshop. Fantastic. So, made this second link. Oh, there's so many websites. Click me. Okay, that's just a sample button. All right, Kevin, your goal is to upgrade your button so that it does this, so that I get really mad about it. It's actually, this is really funny. Okay, does the video stop? Nice. Stevens is still building. Okay, I'll wait a second, Steven. Okay, I don't know if Alan got the functionality yet. He said he wanted to like auto link after, but I see a button here. I don't know what is that? All right, I don't know if you got the link working yet. No. Okay, tragic. Not yet. Okay. I'm sure we can get it later. Okay. Well, Steven can't win the prize because you're a helper, so I'm gonna award it, and Michael can't either. And this Alan isn't working yet, so who was it? Luke? All right, I'll give it to Luke for having the image clickable. I think that was pretty sweet. Well, actually, Anita's is pretty good too. And actually, no, wait, hold up. Wait, play Commando Assault. All right, Luke, you win. For linking a mini clip game. Plugin blocked. Okay. I mean, they're both pretty good. But everyone did a really good job. Oh, we got another one here. Okay. Sweet. Oh, I think I actually went on this one at some point in the big link. But yeah, you got two links. Nice. Big old. I have so many tabs open now. Oh, you edited the title. Only a couple people did that. Nice. Oh, but Luke didn't edit the title. Anita did. Okay, we're gonna have two winners. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. But feel free to continue like kind of working on it. If you want, we can just stick around to help out a little bit. I need to go in a bit, but Michael and Steven might be able to stick around. Or if you want to bring it next week to the weekly meetup, which is Wednesday. So let me just go back to the presentation. Okay. So, if you have any questions about the club, anything, how to embed videos in your website, how to make a cool website, anything like that, shoot me a message, email me, all that stuff. Please let us know how we did on the feedback. We have a new link, I think. That's okay. This link is fine. Please let us know how we did using this link. I think it still works. Let me double check. Yes. Okay. I will put it in here. Please tell us how we did. It really helps, you know, it helps you as well because you get to get better workshops in the future. I'm also putting in the YouTube chat. That'd be very appreciated, very much appreciated. That is the end of the workshop. Thank you very much for coming. The next workshop, I believe, sometime in October. We'll make a post about it and on the Discord, so don't worry about that. You'll guarantee to see it. And the next meetup, though, is on Wednesday. So we always meet on Wednesday in this Discord at 7 p.m. It's not a workshop. It's not structured like this, but we hang out and we can kind of share projects and stuff. Or just talk about coding or just, you know, if you have questions. Oh, okay, Steven has this thing. We'll end on that, but hold on. Let me finish explaining. Come to the weekly meetup, you know, just meet some new people. In the future, we will be working on, you know, resume critiques as well as technical interview practice in those weekly meetups. So, you know, job search is currently underway. If you get an interview, come out. You can, you know, if you want to practice some interview stuff or like mock interview questions. A lot of our team members are experienced with like quite a few software co-ops and like a bunch of interviews, so we can help you get through that process. But that is all for today. And last thing I'm going to do is get to Steven's website. Wait, you can't just post your website. You didn't make this today. That's just cheating. All right, fine. I will showcase it because it is very cool. So this is inspiration. Past the stupid 3D game thing. This is actually functional and useful. Steven made a portfolio, I guess, or like a personal website, I should call it. And it has a bunch of cool things in it. Like, well, first of all, it looks nice, but he also, you can see what he's listening to. I believe this is hooked up with Spotify. Yes. So that's actually what he's listening to right now. You can see where he is, which is kind of weird. Thankfully, he's not totally insane. You hid the link. Okay. That's smart. You can see his location, and you can see his productivity pulse and recent commits on GitHub. So this is the kind of stuff you can do when you get a pro at this. My ad blocker just blocks everything. Loading availability. I don't think it's still on slideshow. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Everyone in chat's probably, well, Steven's screaming at me. Okay, this is it. He's listening to Never Gonna Give You Up. You can see his location, but it's just general location. He's somewhere in here. Good luck finding him. Productivity pulse. Oh, this is cool. So you can learn about that. And then this is the example of cool stuff you can do with your website. It's on map view. The link? Okay. I assume that's talking about approximate location. Okay. The workshop is done if you need to head up, but let's have a little adventure and try to find Steven's hidden link. Oh, if you have an access code, you can get his actual that's so cool. Is that with the blue? Okay, so Steven has hid the link in where we used to meet up in person back in, I have a sign there, but can't grab it, E7, which is the Waterloo Engineering Building. So if we zoom in, this is Steven, you know, there's a probability Steven's in there because he's in somewhere in this pink area. We can see Engineering 7, click it, it opens up a winky face. So we used to meet right there. Anyway. Boom. Fantastic. Are we stalking Steven? Anita asks. Yes, we are. Okay, fantastic. I think that next time we do this workshop, if you want to come back, I strive for that level of complexity. That would be super cool if someone else could make this. Obviously, he made this part not today, but he added the link today, apparently. There's a couple buttons here. I don't know who made any of these. What is happening? Oh god. Nope, copyright. It's probably fine. Okay. That is all for today, unless anyone has any final questions or things that they want me to show. But please fill out the feedback. Please do that. And come out next Wednesday. Okay, I will end the stream now. Yes. Why did I turn my camera back on? Oh, I did. It's just below the Chrome. There we go. Okay, thank you very much for coming. I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.